Welcome back to Pak News English. This is me, your host Mahnur Gohar. Human rights violation and discrimination on the basis of gender identity are still prevalent and mount a big challenge for Pakistan. In Pakistan, transgender people and other marginalized minorities are ostracized by societies and sometimes disowned by their families. 4 years after the country became one of the few to protect transgender people's right in statute, violence against them have surged and discrimination remains common. 4 years ago, Pakistan stepped to the forefront of transgender rights worldwide, enacting a law that prohibits discrimination against transgender people in schools, workplaces, and public settings, and guarantees them the right to choose their gender on official documents. Pakistan, a nation known for religious conservatism, has joined a small list of countries, only about a dozen at the time, according to the UN, with similar transgender protections written into law, raising hopes for a historic turn in the lives of people long forced to survive on society's fringes. It meant for some that they could emerge from the shadows, a moment captured by the debut that year of Marvia Malik, the country's first transgender television news anchor. But in Pakistan, as in other countries around the world, guarantees written into the law do not always translate to reality, do not erase prejudices, and most acutely do not ensure security. Spate of violent attacks in Pakistan, several of them fatal, have targeted transgender people. In the span of several days in March, 4 transgender people were killed and others were injured in a series of attacks in northwestern Pakistan. In one instance, gunmen on motorcycles opened fire at transgender people in Mardan, killing one and wounding another, according to local reports. Prominent conservatives have denounced the law, calling the push for a transgender right anti-Muslim and a liberal Western conspiracy facing continued discrimination and violence. Many transgender people live as they did before 2018, hiding their identities, shunned by their families, denied medical care, and huddling together in group homes for safety. This Transgender Act that was passed in 2018 in the last few months during the regime of Shahid Khaqan Abbasi from Muslim League Noon. This act may be called the Transgender Persons Protections of Rights Act in 2018. This act was passed to provide protection, relief, and rehabilitation of rights of the transgender persons and their welfare, and for matters connected therewith and incidental thereto, whereas it is expedient to provide for protection, relief, and rehabilitation of rights of the transgender persons and their welfare, and for matters connected therewith and incidental. This year, on 18 September, Senator Mushtaq Ahmad of Jamaat-e-Islami (JI) has filed a petition in the Federal Sharia Code against the Transgender Rights Bill 2018, claiming it's in contradiction with the Islamic principle of heredity. The petition filed by the JI senator would be persecuted by lawyer Imran Shafiq advocate. Senate's Human Rights Committee had debated the bill in its September 5 session. In the session, the JI leader suggested that if someone files a gender change request in Nadra, they must undergo a medical test first. The bill has given individuals the right to change their identity. The JI senator said that 30,000 people have applied to Nadra to change their gender. On the very next day, on 19 September, Prime Minister's Special Representative for Interfaith Harmony and Middle East Hafiz Muhammad Tahir Mahmood Ashrafi on Monday said the Transgender Rights Bill 2018 should be forwarded to the Council of Islamic Ideology (CII) for review. The CII chairman, Dr. Qibla Ayaz, in a statement declared that the bill in question was discussed in the Council's meeting on 17th January 2018 and after detailed consultations with the Transgender Community, National Database and Registration Authority, civil societies and legal and Sharia experts, it came to the conclusion that several provisions of the bill were illegal as well as insufficient to protect the right of transgender community. Furthermore, he also proposed that it was essential to bring such comprehensive amendments in the law, which includes Sharia provisions, reflection of the Constitution, and understanding of the real problems of transgender community. Pakistan Democratic Movement (PDM) Chief Maulana Fazlur Rahman said on Tuesday that he will introduce amendments to the Transgender Protection Act 2018. While speaking to the media in Larkana, the JUIF leader condemned the transgender law and said it goes against the teachings of the Holy Quran and Sunnah. He added that he will also be submitting amendments to some of its objectionable parts. Pakistan has been the state here. It's hard to take stand for a change, providing them their basic rights of living to any human without discrimination of gender should be the first and foremost duty of government. Let's hope to see a world where every human gets equal rights. That's it for today. I'll be back tomorrow. Until then, stay tuned and keep watching Pak News English.